Hey, my fellow anglers and outdoor enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel, your go-to spot for the hottest fishing insights. Today, we're diving deep into the bite forecast for Thursday, December 4th, 2025, across our magnificent Canadian waters. Get ready, because this day is shaping up to be a classic Canadian winter fishing adventure, with some surprisingly good opportunities if you know where to look and what to use. Now let's talk tactics for a few of our winter warriors. First up, the mighty Lake Trout. These deep water giants are perfectly adapted to the cold, and December 4th will be no exception. Look for them in the deeper lake basins, around significant drop-offs and near underwater structures. They'll be cruising these areas looking for a substantial meal. My advice? Heavy jigging spoons or large tube jigs fished right on or near the bottom are your best friends. Work your lure aggressively, then pause, mimicking a wounded baitfish. That pause, friends, can often trigger a strike from a cautious laker. Next, let's consider the toothy Eeks northern pike, Enki. December is prime time for pike, especially as ice fishing starts to really kick into gear across many Canadian lakes. Pike are known to be opportunistic predators year-round, but in these colder waters, they're looking for energy-rich meals. You'll find them lurking near the edges of weed beds, submerged timber, or rocky points, often in shallow to medium depths where baitfish might be seeking shelter. For tackle, tip-ups with large dead bait like smelt or herring are deadly effective. If you're using a rod, go for large spoons or aggressive jerk baits. Don't be shy with your lure size, they're looking for a substantial meal. And for those who love consistent action and a delicious meal, the yellow perch are calling. These schooling fish are often quite active in early winter. Where to find them? Think shallow to medium depths, especially near the edges of deeper breaks, subtle humps, or sandy flats that transition into weeds. Once you find a school, you're often in for a treat. Light action rods with small jigs tipped with a maggot, a wax worm, or a small minnow are absolutely perfect. Drop your bait down, give it a few subtle jiggles, and be ready for those characteristic, gentle taps. For our friends on the West Coast, especially in British Columbia, steelhead trout are beginning their early winter runs. This is a challenging but incredibly rewarding fishery. Focus on coastal rivers where these migratory fish will be making their way upstream. Use egg and flesh patterns mimicking the remnants of the fall salmon runs. Remember, river conditions are key, so check local reports before heading out. All right, my friends, let's break down the conditions and understand why our finned buddies will be behaving the way they do on this particular Thursday, December 4th, 2025. Weather. Across much of Canada, we're looking at a classic cold winter day. For a representative region like southern Ontario, expect temperatures to range from a high of around -2 degrees Celsius down to a nighttime low of -7 degrees Celsius. We'll see cloudy skies with a 30% chance of flurries during the day, clearing to cloudy periods overnight. The wind will be a significant factor, starting southwest at 40 kilometers per hour, gusting to 60, then diminishing and shifting northwest to 20, gusting to 40 later in the evening. This strong, shifting wind, coupled with air temperatures averaging around -4 degrees Celsius across the country, can make for a challenging but invigorating day on the ice or water. Atmospheric pressure changes, especially with those wind shifts, can make fish a bit finicky, pushing them slightly deeper or into more sheltered areas. Water temperature. As expected for early December in Canada, water temperatures in most freshwater bodies will be very cold, ranging from near freezing to just a few degrees above 0 Celsius. This low temperature significantly slows down the metabolism of fish, meaning they won't be as actively chasing food as they would in warmer months. They're conserving energy, but they still need to feed, so slower presentations and targeting known feeding lanes will be crucial. Moon phase. And here's an interesting twist for December 4th. It's a how full moon. This month's full moon is often known as the cold moon. Many seasoned anglers believe that the days around a full moon, with its increased light penetration even at night, can stimulate fish activity, especially for nocturnal feeders or those deeper dwelling species. While the cold will still dictate overall activity, This lunar phase could provide brief windows of intensified feeding, making early morning and late afternoon key times to be on the water. Overall fish activity. Considering the stable cold temperatures near freezing water and the stimulating effect of the full moon, I'm going to give the overall bite assessment for Canada on December 4th as a medium to good with periods of strong activity. While it's definitely winter and ice fishing conditions are setting in, the lack of extreme cold snaps or violent storms means fish aren't under immense stress. Species like Lake Trout, northern pike, yellow perch, and coastal steelhead, which are well adapted to colder water, will be actively seeking food to sustain them. So get out there, my friends, bundle up, stay safe on the ice, and chase those winter trophies. May your lines be tight and your coolers be full. If you enjoyed this forecast, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to winter fishing spots in Canada? What's your secret weapon for catching fish in the cold? I love hearing your stories.